Alright, Unit 9, last one. So we need to rewrite this as a base of 3. So this is actually log base 3 of 1 over 3 to the 4th power, which is log base 3 of 3 to the negative 4 power. And cross out the base, your answer is just negative 4. There's a quicker way to do this. You could say 3 to what power is 81? 4. But since you're going from a whole number to a fraction, it's a negative answer. Whole number to a fraction means negative answer. So ln of e, that's e to the 1, which is also ln of e to the negative 1. Those cross out, negative 1 is your answer. This is multiplication, so we can use the properties to split them up. This is log base 2 of 2 plus log base 2 of 2 to the 1/2, because a square root could be written as a 1/2. Log base 2 of 2 is equal to 1. Log base 2 of 2 crosses out, and you're left with 1/2. And 1 plus 1/2 is 1 and 1/2. Any log of any base of 1 is equal to 0, because that's log base 7 of 7 to the 0 power. This could be rewritten as log base 3 of 3 to the 3rd plus log base 3 of 3 to the 1/2. So 3 plus 1/2 is equal to 3 and 1/2. Again, that's 0. Rewrite this as log base 8 of 2 to the 2nd power and bring that power in front. So this is log base 8, 2 times log base 8 of 2. So 8 to the what power is 2? Let's think of it this way. 2 to the what power is 8? 3. But since we're going from a bigger number to a smaller number, that turns into a 1/3, which is 2/3. Because this is actually log base 8 of 8 to the 1/3 power. Waha. This is going to be log base 7 of 49 to the 1/3, and bring that in front. So this is 1/3 times log base 7 of 49. 7 to what power is 49? That's 2. So 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. And log of 100 is just 2. Powers of 2. 2 to the first power is 2. 2 to the second is 4. 2 to the third is 8. 2 to the fourth is 16. And 2 to the fifth is 32. So since 30 is between 32 and 16, your answer is between 4 and 5. 4 to the first is 4. 4 to the second is 16. 4 to the third is 64. 4 to the fourth is 256. So since 100 is between those two numbers, your answer is between 3 and 4. Okay, so to graph this, 3. So our x values are going to be 3 to the 0, which is 1, and 3 to the 1, which is 3. Which means our y values are going to be 0 and 1. So 1 comma 0, 3 comma 1, and it's going to hug that axis and then take off. Vertical asymptote is at x equals 0. Domain is going to be all real numbers greater than that asymptote, which is 0. And the range is all real numbers. over here, it's log base 3, so we're going to use those same points that I had, except we have a shift of right 1 down 2. So right 1 down 2 is over here. Right 1 down 2 is over here. And since we went right 1, our vertical asymptote also comes right 1. So our graph looks like that. Vertical asymptote is x equals 1. Domain is all real numbers greater than 1. Range is all real numbers. Log base 2 of x, again, 2 to the 0 is 1, 2 to the 1 is 2. Our y values are 0 and 1, so 1 comma 0, 2 comma 1. Our graph looks something like that. Vertical asymptote is x equals 0. Domain, all real numbers greater than 0. Range is all real numbers. So we can take this plus 3 and move it to the back. So this is log base 2 of x plus 1 plus 3. So same points, 1 comma 0. But we're going to shift left 1 up 1, 2, 3. Because that's what it says to do, shift left 1 up 3. Then we go to 2 comma 1. 2 comma 1 and go left 1 up 1, 2, 3. Our vertical asymptote also shifts left 1. Looks something like that. X equals negative 1 is the vertical asymptote. Domain is from negative 1 to infinity. I just wanted to write it a different way. And our range is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Just wanted you guys to be able to see them in both ways. Okay, so we are going to find x and y intercepts. To find the x-intercept, so that equal to 0. 0 is equal to log base 4 of x plus 16 minus 1. Add 1 to both sides. So 1 is equal to log base 4 of x plus 16. We're going to put a base of 4 on both sides to cancel out the log. 4 to the first power is 4, so that's 4 is equal to x plus 16. Subtract 16 from both sides, and we get negative 12 is equal to x. That's the x-intercept, so that's at negative 12 comma 0. The y-intercept's when you plug 0 into x, so log base 4 of 0 plus 16 is 16 minus 1. And that's going to be 2 minus 1 for 1. So the y-intercept is 0 comma 1. So again, set this equal to 0. Add 3 to both sides, because we want to get the log all by itself. 3 equals log base 2 of x minus 4. Power 2 on both sides. 2 to the third power is equal to 8. Those cancel, and you're left with x minus 4. Add 4 to both sides. X equals 12. So our x-intercept is 12 comma 0. Our y-intercept, when you plug y in, you get log base 2 of 0 minus 4 minus 3. That's log base 2 of negative 4. Red flag, can't happen. Can't take the log of a negative number. So you only have an x-intercept, and you would say that there is no y-intercept. Find the average rate of change. So this is going to be x1, and this is going to be x2. Got to plug them in, just like we did in Unit 6. So this is going to be log base 3 of negative 8 plus 9 minus 1, which is going to be log base 3 of 1 minus 1, and 0 minus 1 is negative 1. That is my y1 value. Log base 3 of 18 plus 9 minus 1. That's log base 3 of 27 minus 1, and 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. That's my y2. So now I have to plug them into the slope formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 was 2, y1 was negative 1, x2 was 18, y2 was negative, sorry, x1 was negative 8. So this is 3 over 26. To expand, anything on top needs to be added, anything on bottom needs to be subtracted. So this is ln of e to the third plus ln of y squared minus ln of x to the 1/2. ln of e is 3, so that's going to be a 3 plus, bring the exponent down in front, so it's 2 ln y, exponent down in front, minus 1/2 ln x. Again, anything on top is added, anything on bottom subtracted. So this is log base 3 of 81 plus log base 3 of x squared minus log base 3 of y to the 1/4. Log base 3 of 81 is 4. Exponent in front, that's 2 log 3x minus exponent in front, 1/4 log base 3 y. Okay, to solve, we need common bases, so let's rewrite that. So this is 4 to the 3x plus 5 equals 4 squared to the x plus 1. We're going to distribute that 2. So this is 4 to the 3x plus 5 equals 4 to the 2x plus 2. And you got to take log base 4 on both sides to cross out the base. And you're left with 3x plus 5 equals 2x plus 2. Your final answer will be x equals negative 3. I'm going to skip the simple steps from here on out. For this, since they don't have common bases, we're going to have to take log 7 on both sides. So you get x equals log base 7 of 12. And you can rewrite this to be log of 12 divided by log of 7, using what's called the change of base formula. Divide both sides by 3. 5 to the x plus 2 is equal to 10. Take log base 5 of both sides. We get x plus 2 is equal to log base 5 of 10. Subtract 2 on both sides. x equals log of 10 divided by log of 5 minus 2. Subtract 2 on both sides. That's 5 times 10 to the x minus 3 is equal to 90. Divide both sides by 5, and we get 10 to the x minus 3 equals 18. We need to take log base 10 of both sides. So we get x minus 3 equals log 18. Add 3. X equals log 18 plus 3. You leave it like that. That is not log 21. If you put log of 21, I'd be super upset at you. Stop it. Add 7 to both sides. 5e to the x equals 50. Divide both sides by 5. And e to the x power is equal to 10. Take the ln of both sides. Cross them out. E equals ln of 10. For this one, subtract 1,000 on both sides. So negative 2e to the x plus 3 is equal to negative 980. Divide both sides by negative 2. And e to the x plus 3 is equal to 440. ln of both sides. And you get x plus 3 equals ln of 440. Subtract 3 on both sides to get x equals ln of 440 minus 3. Last 4 problems. Okay, so plus, we have to condense them first. Plus means you're going to multiply. So this is log base 11 of 6 times x minus 2 equals log base 11 of 45. We're going to put a base of 11 on both sides, and that will cancel out our logs. So 6 times x minus 2 is equal to 45. And x will equal to 57 divided by 6 here. So this is subtraction, which means you have to combine them with division. So this is log base 5 of 12 divided by x plus 2 equals negative 2. Raise both sides to the power of 5, or sorry, base of 5 on both sides. So you'll get 12 over x plus 2 equals 1 over 25. Cross multiply, and you're going to get 300 is equal to x plus 2. X is equal to 298. We need to raise both sides to the power of 5, or base both sides of 5, so that's 25 equals, log cancels, x squared minus 5x plus 1. Subtract 25 on both sides, and we get 0 is equal to x squared minus 5x minus 24. Factor both sides. 0 is equal to x. Two numbers that multiply to negative 24 but add to 5. That would be a negative 8 and a positive 3. So our final answer should be x equals 8, negative 3. you have to check for extraneous solutions. You've got to plug it back in. So when I plug it back into here, I get 2 equals log base 5 of 8 squared is 64, minus 5 times 8 is 40, plus 1. And that's 2 equals log base 5 of 25, check. Gotta check the negative 3. 2 equals log base 5 of negative 3 squared is 9. Negative 5 times negative 3 is a positive 15 plus 1. And that comes out to 2 equals log base 5 of 25, check. So both of these are working answers. Okay. For this first step, move the exponents back up. ln of x squared minus ln of 2 to the third power equals ln of 18. Combine these together with the minus, so this is the ln of x squared divided by 8, because 2 to the third power is 8, equals ln of 18. Put a base of e on both sides. Just cross them out. So we get x squared over 8 is equal to 18 times 8 on both sides. 180 minus 37. So x squared equals 144. Root both sides, and we get x equals 12. All right. Good luck.